If only I could turn back
We got enemy activity.
Yo, what's going on? So I kind of mentioned a few videos ago that we were going to do a little Ghost Recon series. So I'm going to start this off and we're just going to go through and kind of review each class. So this is the tech class. I was going to start with a different class, but it kept getting picked before I could get to it, so we're just going to go with this one to start. So like I said, this is the tech. Comes with this class, you have the option to use a remote jammer, which pretty much
Drone overhead.
means you can't use, if anybody flies drones, the drone gets jammed, they can't use the recon tower as long as you plant it close enough to the recon tower. It doesn't jam main maps or anything like that. That's pretty much the extent of the jammer. It's pretty useful though. Drones are a bitch. And you can see it makes a pretty big circle. It's going to be that bigger circle. That's the radius of the jammer. The little one is the diversionist, or sorry, the disruptor's circle. Excuse me. And it also comes with 2 frag grenades like most classes, and then C4, which is actually useful for the,
Hostiles are going live.
well, I use it for 2 things. I'll put it on enemies that I down, and if they get revived, I'll detonate C4 and kill both of them. I'll also put it on the radio tower, or the recon tower, sorry. Whenever that activates, you can detonate it and kill them too. C4 is pretty freaking useful. I don't remember what weapon it starts with. I've had this class for a long time. It's actually one of my favorite classes. But after you upgrade it once, you get the MP7, I believe it is, and it is a amazing weapon. The recoil, like every weapon, sucks. But as far as the damage goes, it'll drop somebody pretty quickly. So it's a good weapon, and then it comes with a sidearm as well, which is pretty much standard no matter which sidearm you do. This is what I was talking about with the C4. Just throw it there and wait for somebody to start to activate it and detonate it when they do. That's pretty much the extent of the class.
Frag out.
It's definitely not a aggressive class. You got to play a lot more defensively.
Enemies lost.
Um,
Unclear.
the health isn't that great on this class, so 1 point man or even any other class, it doesn't take very much to drop you. And I think I get into a couple engagements in this where it was damn close to being the end. So this is definitely a sit back and kind of watch class.
Recon tower is back online.
And I actually, the biggest thing I hate is when somebody grabs this class, the tech class, and they don't keep using the remote jammer. And I thought this game, the game right here, excuse me, I thought it was going to end a lot sooner than it did. Like we're 2v1, so I wasn't going to place the remote jammer, but I should have. Should always place that remote jammer every time it pops up. Just, it's useful. You know, that one guy could have a drone up and be looking at where all of us are. If I had that remote jammer, they're not going to do that. So, if you are going to use tech, just make sure you're using the tech with the remote jammer. It's the biggest
Man down.
attribute it has to help the team, especially with how big that radius is to jam the drones. As you can see in the video, I'm not really getting too much into the engagements just because I don't have that much health to work with. It's just not a up close and personal kind of class. That's pretty much it. The rest of the gameplay, this was a 2-round match. We won both rounds. I don't know what was going on with their team. They just weren't working together.
Position now.
The next video, I think we're going to go over probably the Ranger. I'm going to try to get the point man for 2 rounds. See what we can do. See right there. I forgot that was in there. I won a 1 engagement, and it just was no contest. Could also play my aim a little bit, but I mean, that was just a super quick down. So if you are going to play tech, just don't be too aggressive. I'd say probably hang back. Stay with your team just so you can use that jammer, but hang back, try to revive your teammates and pick off the enemy team as you can. The weapon is great. I would suggest doing a tap fire, not a full auto. Excuse me. Tap firing instead of just holding the trigger down. The recoil is insane, but if you tap fire fast enough, it'll drop somebody pretty quick. The game before this, I went not one-on-one. I got the jump on him, but I took down a point man pretty quick with that weapon. It's a good weapon. The first weapon, I don't remember what it's called. I'll post it on our Facebook page, the name of it, when I post the video. But and I'll put it in the description as well. The first weapon wasn't bad, but it's not nearly as good as the second. So if you are going to use the tech class and you like it, try to upgrade it as soon as possible so you can get the second weapon. That's pretty much it for the tech class. Is there anything I missed? Anybody that uses the class regularly, feel free to drop a comment, send me a message, whatever you want to do. If there's a class you guys want to see next, let me know. I don't have the new class, the Disruptor, unlocked yet. From what I've seen and a couple of guys I've talked to in game, it's a it's a pretty useful class. The biggest thing I don't like about it is it disrupts your minimap, which pretty much tells me that there's an enemy nearby. But I will do that another day. Stick with the tech for now. So this is the starter round 2. Let's see.
We've got our objective. Saddle up and let's get to work. We've got enemy activity. Marking position now. Enemy drone. Watch it.
Damn drone ain't working. It's being jammed.
Picking up a signal from the...
Grenade! Frag out. See you in hell. Taking fire! Fucking
We got
hell!
enemy activity. The recon tower is back online. Hostiles are going loud.
Under heavy fire. Frag out, come on,
We've got
stop,
enemy activity.
bitches.
Marking position now. Taking fire! Frag out.
Target down.
Enemy drone overhead. Minefield.
Frag out.
Demo is primed and in place. I got the C4 primed. Heads up, we got enemy activity.
Drone going up.
Taking fire.
Drone working right, we're getting jammed.
One hostile remaining. Let's get this done.
Frag out. Frag out.